I just feel like this has been one of the neatest things I've ever done
Oh,
before.
good.
And so not only on a spiritual level, but we actually were, we took the advice that you gave us also in connecting with our animals, what they needed. And we all did, all of my kids did. And it seems like, these things are working. And, we had issues with the dog in the back, Blue,
Lou, how's
and
that going?
much better, much better. And she also, you gave advice to Blue's owner, Bonnie, who definitely a skeptic, but could not believe just how on point you were about her dogs and just truly this experience. I mean, I cannot say enough how much I
Oh,
appreciate it.
thank you so much. Well,
It's
well,
awesome.
thank you. And you're the other half of it, right? So I get out of the way. I just communicate what the animals want to say, but the people who controlling their resources, and I want to say own is because you don't own them. It's a coexistence.
And the way that you were able, I sent you pictures of both of my dogs just by looking at their eyes, and seeing their soul and communicating with their spirit. I mean, you really, really got both of their personalities undeniably. I mean, yeah, it was pretty amazing.
And I don't need the photo, but I just like to have it. I don't need it, but I definitely need a name sometimes. But when I'm communicating, a lot of animals want to come through, and especially recently, and then the channel gets a little backed up, and I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah.
I have some boundaries. I love you all, and I'll talk to you at another time, but I can only talk to Rascal right now, or whoever I'm going to talk to right now,
Yeah.
and we'll talk again. There's so many animals on the other side that want to communicate, and I'm not saying they're like people's pets or companions, but like just in general, like birds, horses, just ones that have passed over. There, particularly a lot of animals by my father, and just want to come in and communicate. So the paintings that I'm doing, like I did a collective one for puppies that didn't make it, collective, and it's a big 4 foot by 6 foot, and then getting ready to do a big painting for birds.
Oh, I love birds. I don't know
I
if you
love
know about me and my
yeah.
birds.
You know, me and my birds too, all
Oh,
kinds of birds.
girl.
Love them.
Oh,
Girl, love some birds.
yeah, me and my hawks out here.
Oh yeah.
So it was really strong for a long time. And do you know, this is the very first year over the summer, I've never had this, but I've been bombarded with hummingbirds. I've never even had hummingbirds here ever in the 7 years that I've lived here, and just this year, and they will come right in front of me
Yep, me
and
too.
just hover right in front of my face, almost give me eye contact,
Yep.
and then leave.
Same with me. I have really didn't even know we had hummingbirds. I tried the hummingbird like water thing for a while. It didn't
Yeah.
really work. And then my mom passed about, it'll be 4 months.
Oh, I'm sorry.
15th of this month. Thank you. I'm sorry about your father. It doesn't get any easier. It's only been like not even been 4 months, but it's easier. It seems like a long, it's only been like not even been 4 months, but it seems like 4 years. And
Yeah.
but her sign is a bird. And the hummingbirds, like you said, just right in your face. And they like cardinal plants. So I'm going to get some cardinal plants because I'm amazed by hummingbirds. I'm amazed by all animals. I love anything with the nervous system. That's why I'm the hummingbirds are phenomenal, and I
Yeah.
agree with you. I've never seen them before. They've never gotten in my face like that.
Yeah,
We had a
really.
cardinal down by the window, just like throwing itself against the door a couple times to get my attention. And then he just like walked over there and then flew away. I mean, so I do. I mean, everything. I mean, I've had talks with the flies. I'm like, I'm going to stun you right now, and then I'm going to outside. What do you want to do? Because you can't stay here. Do you want me to just? Do you want this to be it, or do you
Right.
want me to slow down so I can stun you? And I will
Yes.
stun them, and then pick them up and put them outside, and they'll fly away. I used to kill the flies. I'm sorry, but I mean, I'm not going to say I do this with every little, but uh,
Right.
roaches, they're hard to live with.
Yeah,
But
I'm like, I'm sending you off into your next life. I'm doing you a favor. Who wants to be a
yeah.
roach
But
forever?
they find a way out, right? Well, it's funny, we had where we live on the water where rats could come in, rats or mice, whatever. And they did, because I opened the door in my studio and there was one. I'm like, hey. And then because I had some bird food in there, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this is how it's gonna go. You can't stay here.
Right. Can't live
Um,
here.
right, and the winter's coming. So I'm gonna get a exterminator to come and check to see where there's openings, and then we're gonna close them up. And you got 2 days to get out.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I put some stainless steel over the hole on the outside, so he was stuck in here for like that night, and I felt so horrible because he was so stressed, right? And he went to, and actually he was in my studio, and he went to my paintings and started licking the chemical off my paintings,
Oh,
and you could see
wow.
his little hands on the bottom of my paintings. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry I left you with no food or water. And so I unplugged the hole first thing in the morning. He went out, no sign of him. We concreted the hole, but I told him, I said, if there's anything else underneath, I had communicated with him, you got 2 days to get out because this guy's coming Friday. And it was good. We closed the hole, no issues, no one underneath, and so far
Oh,
so good.
maybe he was a painter.
Poor thing. Yeah, for real. Maybe he was insightful. But I hope I didn't hurt him with the chemicals. But anyway,
Well, I mean, like finding out that Rascal can literally sing with Kensley every single time. So we never knew Rascal had this amazing talent. I mean, Kensley's been bringing home her violin, just since school started over the past few
beautiful,
weeks.
beautiful violin.
And
Yeah.
here she's playing it, and Rascal comes right next to her, just sits right next to her, and he starts singing. And, we've always laughed because Rascal is bred with a phantom poodle.
Yeah. What's that?
A phantom poodle has the markings of kind of like a German shepherd, that he looked like he came here in a little tuxedo.
Right.
And so here he is, singing all proper with Kensley every time she plays the violin. I'm like,
We're
dude.
gonna, we're gonna book you at the Met.